Hello, it's Lewis, and here are 30 plus tips that you may not know in Schedule 1. Straight after the tutorial, you'll wake up inside an RV van. Before you leave this van, water the plants, harvest them, and disassemble all of the stations, shelves, lights, pots and rigs, because this RV van will blow up and anything left inside of it will be gone. Group bagging can be quite useful. Picking up pieces of trash off the floor, putting them into trash cans and then bagging it up gets a bit tedious. I just prefer to throw all the trash into a corner, then simply take one of the bags, group it all together at once, and then yeet the bag outside and take it to a trash for cash point so you can get that sweet green.
Yahoo!
When you're trying to give specific amounts of product to a customer, you can hold the item by holding right click, and then you simply use your scroll wheel to adjust the quantity on the fly. This is particularly useful when giving a specific amount of your product to a customer during a deal. If you shift and left click, you will send a full stack of your item to or from your inventory, and if you shift and right click, you will send a single quantity of your item to or from your inventory. Ever wondered how you get rid of an item? Press tab to open up your inventory, and then look in the bottom right of your screen, you'll see a red square. If you drag any item over there, it will permanently delete it. Make sure you're filling your dead drops with money. The reason I personally do this is when you're ordering stock from different dealers, you're going to rack up some debt with them. To save you running to the dead drop over and over again just to pay off your debts, it's worth just stacking $1,000, $2,000 or even more dollars inside the dead box already, so that as soon as you make an order with the dealer, it's already paid for and done without any fuss. Killing cops may not be the best idea. This'll actually trigger the wanted dead or alive, and believe me, the police will do everything in their power to arrest you, including using tasers and guns. When police want to do a body search on you, simply run away. You will run faster than them on foot, and you should get away pretty easy just by hiding around corners after you've got some distance on them. You'll notice that you're no longer seen by the cops because the arrest text at the top of your screen will slowly deplete. If you want to make this faster, you can jump inside any dumpster in the game and it will speed up the process. Shh. Save your game as much as possible. Obvious reasons, you don't want to lose your precious progress. Though, if you're a little bit devious, you can actually use this to your advantage. If you're about to get caught by cops, simply open the menu and quit the game. And liking this video and subscribing is pretty cool as well. I mean, I'm just a small YouTuber who's looking to grow, and yes, I do respond to every single comment. Thank you. Trying to cross a bridge, but the police are guarding it like a checkpoint? No problem, just walk around them. Buy the skateboard. Any will do, but the golden one is definitely the fastest. They're just as fast as cars, if not faster in some cases. They're a very useful tool just from getting A to B, but they're especially good at getting away from cops. If you want to play Schedule 1 basically in creative mode, which will kind of ruin all of your fun, but be my guest. All you have to do to activate the console is hit escape on your keyboard, go to your settings, and just check the console. Now you can use a bunch of commands, such as ones to spawning items, unlock properties, get unlimited XP, edit your movement speed, and much more. Once you've progressed far enough in Schedule 1 and you've unlocked the warehouse, you'll be able to speak with the guy upstairs wearing a purple jacket. He'll let you hire employees at properties, and these particular employees will help automate a lot of the tedious tasks in the game. My personal favourite has to be the botanist, simply because it automates the whole plant growing and harvesting process and allows me to lock in and grow my empire. Though, there is a special mention. Handlers, because they're capable of taking all my plants and putting them into baggies or jars so I can just supply these to my dealers. If it's nighttime and the stores aren't open but you're in desperate need of baggies or jars, simply visit the warehouse after 6 PM, speak to Oscar, and you'll be able to purchase them. When using your clipboard to automate your employees' actions, you can actually shift click on things such as pots to edit them all together rather than doing them one at a time and just overall wasting more time. So this one's a huge W in general, so make sure you take advantage of this, especially when you're sorting out your botanist. Your employees' beds do not need to be in the same location as they are hired. As you can see, I use my motel to store 5 beds, and then I assign my 5 workers from the bungalow to the beds inside the motel, and they can still work no problems at all, and this helps save a ton of space. Not all vehicles are made equal. Each vehicle has their own speed limit, acceleration differences, and also every single vehicle has a different storage limit too. If you're looking for lots of storage, I recommend the Viper van, as it's $9,000, but it has a trunk capacity of 16 slots. If speed's more important to you and the golden skateboard isn't quite flashy enough for you, then you might want to look at buying the Cheetah or the Hundog. When using the packaging station, you don't actually need to use your mouse to control the machinery. You can simply use your A and D keys to move the bags along the machine and then use your spacebar to drop the product into the bags. Try to unlock the dealers as fast as possible. They will passively sell your items for you, and all you need to do is basically collect the profits and keep them stocked up. And when giving dealers stock, I recommend giving them jars instead of baggies. They will still be able to sell these no problem, and it makes the process of giving them larger quantities a lot easier for you, as you can fit 5 products into a jar versus only 1 in a baggie. Counter offers may have had more features than you first realized. Not only can you negotiate the pricing with your customers, but you can also increase or decrease the amount of product, or even change the product that you're offering entirely. And the more you sell to people, the more respect you will gain with them. The higher the respect, the more money you can ask from them, and they'll be more likely to accept your negotiations. If you spot a customer out on the street, there's always a chance you can just go up to them and sell them additional products without them having to call up or even ask for it. For this reason, I always keep some supply in my inventories so I can do this and boost my respect with that customer even faster. If you go to the basketball court, you'll be able to pick up a baseball bat for free. You can use this to your advantage in many ways. 1, you can power up your bat by holding the left click to do a powerful swing. Smash up some of the ATMs or vending machines and they will drop some extra cash for you. But make sure to leave at least 1 of each undamaged, otherwise you might regret it, as these machines take around 3 in-game days to repair. Number 2 is the obvious: you can just wallop anyone that tries fighting you. If you're holding a bat, well, you can actually pick up trash bags, throw them in the air and send them to space by smacking them. Once you've ordered enough supply from the dealers, you will unlock an option to meet up with them. This is far more efficient, as they will set up a meeting spot. You can go visit them and buy larger quantities of seeds or pills without having to go through the dead drop process. When a new day begins in Schedule 1, I like to wait for a bunch of customers to text me for product. After negotiating and someone agrees to my price, I will then wait till it's the afternoon, and then I will schedule everyone to meet me the following morning. This allows me to streamline the process so that I can meet all of my customers at the same time without having to start and stop doing deliveries all day long, and that slowing down my progress in other areas of the game. If you've already agreed to meet some customers at random points throughout the day, sometimes they'll be waiting for you earlier than their specific time slot. If you're running past that area, take a look. You might be able to do the deal with them earlier, and the best part is they usually pay a bonus. Once you've progressed to the mid game and you've purchased the bungalow, you'll unlock the ability to deliver stuff to your front door. This is specifically helpful because you'll be able to order in much larger quantities and don't have to struggle with fitting everything in your inventory from the hardware store. Once it hits 4 AM in game, the time will freeze and it will not continue until you go to bed. This means if you have a lot of tasks to complete and you don't want your phone to be blowing up with text messages, this is your time to do it. You can sneak up behind people and rob stuff from their pockets. And yes, you can rob your own customers after dealing with them to try and get your product back. This is pretty helpful early game, as you know, you may not have the biggest of growing operations. But there is also a chance that you can grab items that you may not have unlocked yet. The person might get a little angry or even try and call the cops. So make sure you got that baseball bat from earlier and put it to use. You'll send them to Me Land for a little while, but they'll be fine, I think. Mixing products in Schedule 1 can be confusing, or fun, depending on how you look at it. But if you're looking to see what mixtures are good, what works together, or just the final results of a mixture without having to do all the hard work in game, then someone has made a website for that. But I will put the link to that website in the description of this video so you can go check it out and see if it's useful for you. I've played through the early game quite a few times now, and I've personally found it very helpful to stick to one particular strain for as long as possible. I only purchased and grew OG Kush until I'd unlocked the Granddaddy Purple. I didn't bother with any of the other strains leading up to the purple because it just took too much effort and it's super annoying to have customers calling for 2 or 3 different strains and products at a time. Managing just one product is much easier, way more efficient, and has worked really well for me. The display cabinet sucks. That's all I have to say. It costs $250 and barely holds anything. If any of your employees or dealers ever get stuck, cannot move, or are just being unresponsive, the easiest way to reset them is just to beat them up, wait for them to wake up the following day, and they should resume as normal. And if they don't, save your game, quit, relaunch the world up again, and everything should be fine. And there we have it. I hope you was able to extract some useful tips and tricks from this video, and thank you for making it all the way to the end. I'm just a small content creator, so your support is massively appreciated. And if I missed any tips and tricks that you know, please comment them down below and I'll add them all to a big pinned comment. Feel free to check out some more Schedule 1 content on screen now, but until next time, bye bye.